I am pleased, very pleased, that the vaccination rate in New South Wales is now quite extraordinary. And I want to thank the residents of New South Wales for coming out in such great numbers to be vaccinated. I'm advised that in fact New South Wales is now amongst the highest, if not the highest in the world in terms of vaccination rates. And that only happens when the residents, the citizens of New South Wales come forward to try and keep not only themselves, their families, but also the balance of our community in New South Wales safe, and indeed in our broader Australian community. I want to thank the New South Wales health team, led by Susan Pearce, who had the foresight long before we had large amounts of vaccine to establish mass vaccination centres, because what we're now seeing is on any one day up to about 50,000 people are being vaccinated in our state hubs. Saturdays, of course, are a bit slower, but yesterday we still managed to achieve close to 45,000 in our state hubs. Last Saturday, so 7 days ago, that compared to 24,500. So that just shows the energy and interest from our community in coming forward to be vaccinated. That takes us to almost 58% of New South Wales residents have now had their first dose of a vaccine, and almost 31% have had 2 doses. And I want to thank all of those citizens for doing it, not only for themselves, but for their family and for their community and the broader New South Wales and Australian communities. In the last 7 days, it's quite incredible, but 750,000 doses of vaccine have actually been given out. That is just, if you'd asked me that a few weeks ago, I wouldn't have believed it as to how much we could possibly get out. So that's just incredible. Each week, the total number of citizens who are getting 1 dose is increasing by about 6%. And again, thank you to each of them who've come forward. I also want to thank, though, the residents who are in the 12 local government areas of concern. They have actually increased their vaccinations by nearly 8 to 9%. So the people who are in those areas that are very challenged are coming out and voting with their feet. They're getting vaccinated, and thank you to each and every one of you. That is such an important step forward.